Open it
Open it
up.
up. Open it up.
I got that glass bottle on me.
We're
The
going
Rona.
orange on
Shout out
orange.
Harry. He's fighting through the Rona right now, so I might as well join him.
I think I do, dog. I think I got it. We'll see what's going on,
The
ladies and
Jersey
gentlemen.
Shore will do that to you, man.
Horns up. Horns up. We haven't been to the shore yet, but the summer's on, ladies and gents. We already hit, that's right. We already hit Memorial Day weekend. Your boy turned 24 on the 24th. Big day for me. So,
Yes, happy birthday, Harold. Harold sent me a very stern text for his birthday post. I don't think he didn't like the picture, the OG picture of me, him, and Les.
the the OG photo that you posted, dude. First of all, my hair looked like that it could have been
It was at least 7 polars deep at the time.
yeah, it
Like
was at least 7 polars deep. It was from my freshman year. Yourself, I was like, no, we have better ones. Put them on.
a
We
lot
went
of
and watched the Super Bowl.
a lot of people are saying you wanted it to be taken down because I look skinnier than you in that picture.
Yeah, people were saying that, and I agree.
Dude, sophomore me, I was looking back at some of those pictures. I was good. I was
You
a
were
good
slim.
looking dude. I
You
was
were, as they
spelt.
say, slim thick. I mean,
Yeah.
there's no question about it.
Dude, I'm getting fat right now. I've been trying to cut off the beer. This is the first beer in a little bit, but one or two.
Well, okay, hold on. We can't have the conversations that we have off air on air because you're doing the comments that you do the same thing, which is one or two. Who cares? Like, all right, let's get into it. We're in the show,
We're
ladies
here
and
for
gentlemen.
sports.
We're
Because
here for
guess what,
sports.
Harry? The people come to this show because of people like me, where I tell you months in
Right.
advance what the NBA Finals was going to be, and you're like,
Right.
"Oh, you really think Luka is going to be able to do that? Will the Mavs make that step?" Damn right, they're up 30 points tonight already in a closeout game against Minnesota. Thanks for coming out. It was a cute run, and I was right. BSP was right here on Cold One Conversations. The clip will be out when this airs tomorrow. Don't you worry about it. I pulled the receipts. But yeah, man, we're gonna have a final set here. What do you think?
First time we fact checked on the show, may I also say. But, and I love it.
Fact check when we're right.
Yeah, I mean, listen, dog. I think that I'm only a football season kind of guy. Dude, I got to tell you, man, it's crazy the step that they took. I think that the Western Conference, we look back at that last series and we talk about what we saw between Denver and you and I went into depth so much between Denver. And if I'm looking over to the left, by the way, the whole time we're going to get into it later. I'm watching the Florida Panthers game and Rangers game. May I say the Rangers
The
game in
peas.
New York right now? But the point is, we're talking about basketball. It was so back and forth. It was so lopsided that series. One day, Minnesota's up 30. The next day, Joker's putting up 40, and then he gets slaughtered the next game. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And you were right, dude. The Mavs have kept this trajectory of none of this. They have just gone up. They have dominated, dominated, and dominated. And they pushed the T Wolves to their brink yesterday to be able to get the job done and at least force a game 5. I think that, dude, what it comes down to, this isn't a new take, but I mean, we've talked about it all last year and the year before. Kyrie Irving was the Aaron Rodgers of the NFL. Insane talent, amazing dynamic player, and yet always off the board socially and with opinions that just took away from his skill set. And dude, he has shut that down. And when he shuts that down, it's what he did when the Cavs won the title. You're in a position to win championships. I mean, we both know that Luka would not be in the situation if they did not go get a number 2 scorer like Kyrie. And that's the truth.
Kyrie has really made that step to realizing Kyrie's not all about Kyrie anymore, you know?
Yes. Yes.
And he was in that rut when he was with Boston at the end of when he forced his way out of Cleveland into Boston to Brooklyn.
To Brooklyn.
It was Kyrie is
Yep.
Kyrie. It's
Yep.
all Kyrie's world. We're living in it. And he's kind of gone away from that a lot and
Yep.
matured as he's getting older now a little bit. He's like 31, 32, which is crazy to say he's old. But Kyrie has
Yeah.
really developed into that second option. I know I can get mine, but I got to play off of Luca, and that's going to make us win. I got to
Yes.
play off LeBron. That's how we're going to win. I got to play
Yes.
off Luca. That's how we're going to win. And
Yep.
they got a legitimate shot to take down Boston in this next round, I think. I know
Oh, dude,
you're
I
rooting
think
heavy against it. That we'll get to in a
no,
minute.
no, I'm not. No, I'm not. Boston is secured. We're done. We're
Oh, it was
rolling in
just
the
the
house.
finals.
It was just the East.
Oh,
It
okay.
was just the East. Dog, we're going to get into the parlay. Listen, you don't know how to pick them the way that I know how to pick them.
I
Okay,
told
let's just
everybody
make it.
out there who was going to be in it.
I told everybody out there who was going to be in the East.
I
Okay,
told you in both.
we hold that.
If you would have listened to me, you would have had the Mavs in there too for even more little cashish.
You know that bet. Actually, you know that. First of
That
all,
cash out option would be even more now if you
you
listen
know
to
that
me.
you know that BetMGM wouldn't let me bet both the East and the West together in one parlay.
Really? That's
Isn't that
wild.
odd?
Yeah.
Um, okay, point being, let's get back into it, talking
All
about
right.
the Mavs here. Where I would just end off here, bro, um, is I do think that Luca, we are seeing the emergence. You know, Colin Cowherd kind of echoed this. Nick Wright echoed it. A few, what's his name? Buck echoed it. Not Buck. What's his name? Who's the guy? Maryland Terrapin, Fox News does Fox Sports does NFL and has the Geo show in New York. White hair quarterback.
Bill Simmons? No.
Bill Simmons, maybe? No, no, no. I forget who it is. I'll look it up. Point is, I don't know why the name's escaping me, but they've kind of all called it out. Luca has taken Stephen A. Smith, especially, you said this too, has taken that next step to emerge. And we're seeing now the new emergence of the league. We're
And
seeing the
BSP was
ants.
saying it too.
We're seeing the ants. We're seeing the Lucas. We're seeing the Tatums. Right. And now we're seeing some old guys that can keep on, old guys like Kyrie Irving, but you've got the dwindling years right now of the Steph Currys, of the Klay Thompsons, of the Jimmy Butlers, of the LeBron Jameses. And we're seeing who's going to be the next evolution of the league. What I think is just so interesting, dude, is that Luca really is that dog. He's that guy. His only issue where he needs to change, in my opinion, to become that status of winning multiple titles and even leading teams to win multiple titles, Luka's got to be able to be just as dominant of a player with or without the ball. Because that's one thing that he can't do yet that LeBron has always been able to do. If LeBron doesn't have the ball in his hand, he's still dynamic. He's still amazing. He still separates the floor. He still creates other looks for the other guys on his team. That's what D Wade was able to do. That's what Bosh was able to do. That's what Kyrie was able to do. That's what K Love was able to do. That's what Tristan Thomas was able to do. Right? That's what Anthony Davis was able to do. That's what Swish was able to do. I can go on and on. And I think that Luka has that potential, but he's got to be able to get away from ball dominance. And listen, what led to the Heat's first win was LeBron being ball dominant. He's got to stay in this stage right now and get it done. I'm not saying that. That's not escaping me. But what I am saying is when Luka's looking down the career track of 2 titles, 3 titles potentially, and beyond, like in that Curry LeBron zone, he's got to be able to be like Curry, where he can run the floor, but never have the ball. But the other guys are scoring because he's running the court and we're tracking where Luka is. So that's all I would say, man. That's my only takeaway. It's been very Luka reliant at times, a little too much for the depth that I think the Mavs have. But right now, dude, I think the Mavs are winning the NBA title.
Yeah. I told you that a couple months ago.
You did.
So I agree with
You
you.
did.
Yeah, it'll be interesting of a series because I really do think they can give the Celtics a run for their money, especially if Porzingis doesn't come back 100% from where he was. But yeah, I mean that Boston team can be very good. They might just walk through and it might be the easiest championship run of all time. I'm kind of the last part on
You
this is
think?
I'm a little bit in a rock and a hard place here because I hate Boston and I hate Dallas, right? Obviously, because of the Cowboys.
Obviously. Out of respect.
But here's the thing if the Mavs win this, then the Rangers won. The Dallas Stars might go on a run here too. And then the Mavs all winning in a year, and Dallas hasn't been to the conference finals and or the NFC championship game in over 20 plus years. That's just even better. I don't really care about other Dallas sports other than the Cowboys. So I think I'm leaning towards Dallas at this point. And Luca, I like Luca enough to pull out a W there, just so Boston doesn't get another one, and
Oh,
so that we
dude,
could just keep making fun of the Cowboys. Hey, all the other teams in Dallas are doing just fine. What's going on, Jerry? You're not doing anything right there. What's happening, big guy?
I couldn't agree more, dog. And at the end of the day, dude, Boston is Sleeping Beauty, Cry Me a River. I mean, they just get here every year
And
and
then
they
just to
can't get
come
it
up
done.
short.
I want to say, and you know what? I want to see
It'd be
that
nice for them
continue.
to keep doing it.
Exactly. They've got enough titles. They've got enough sports history. We don't use the F word anymore in this show, but if we did, I would say that word to them. That's it. Go Dallas. And Trilly and I are going to be betting them heavy.
Sure.
Betting them heavy.
Of course. Of course. And speaking of betting heavy, after
Let's
you
bring
win
it
this
through.
parlay, obviously,
Correct.
you're betting them heavy. So give
So,
us the rundown. What do we got left here?
so ladies
You
and
you
gentlemen,
wanted us to bite our tongue the other week.
yeah,
Now
and I
you're
had
ready
to.
to open up about it?
I
It's
got to go
looking a
back in
little rough
time.
here in this game here, not gonna
I
lie.
got to go back in time. Listen, Rangers are going to pull through. I got to go back in time. What really set the standard of this show, ladies and gentlemen, outside of the football season? If you're a true fan, you know it. It's golf season. It's summertime. I just got the new putter from the wife. It's beautiful. It's
Oh,
what
she
it's
got you a
about.
putt. What she got? Scotty Cameron? Or
Dude,
no?
it's the tailor-made version of a Scotty Cameron.
Wow.
It's a real deal
She's
blade,
not
dude.
messing around with
She
that
wasn't
teacher
messing around with.
bonus.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, dude.
Boy.
They said, "Listen, we're giving you tenure." She said, "I'm putting it in my honey's hands." I said,
Yeah,
"All right, let's do it, dog. I got to
not bad.
show you it. I
Hey,
love it."
Liz, we're good friends.
Let's keep names off the show.
I'm sorry.
The point is, we
Ah,
keep
come on.
identity
Sierra's
secret
been
on
on
this.
multiple times.
We keep she's always been referred as the weather girl. But we keep names off the show for identities to keep them safe. Our names aren't even real. What we've told you this whole time has been lies. We stole these names.
Of course.
The point is, we go back in time. It's Augusta National. It's Master season. And I sent you, I think, 11 different parlays that I made. But the one that I knew was the best, the one that I knew was the heater, the one that I knew would bring it home was Scheffler to win the Masters, Boston to win the Eastern Conference, Celtics, Rangers to win the East, O's to make the playoffs. It's 15 to win a 4-digit number. And 2 of them have already succeeded.
Not
The
bad.
O's were the biggest lock out of them all. They're going to make the playoffs. I wanted to get the 90 plus wins. They took that action off, like I said a couple months ago. But the Rangers are giving me a fight for my life at times here with going against Florida, but I think that they're going to pull it through. I just need them to win the East. I got them at a great value at plus 400. The value that I got on the Rangers was ridiculous. I mean, I got them at plus 400. Now they're here. They're looking to make a score here off the power play. There was an empty net just right there. Nothing's happened. It's going into Ranger territory. But boys, I feel confident on it. It's an 1,100 price tag.
Not bad. We're all rooting for you here, hopefully. We'll see what happens
It's a
by
good
the
bet.
end of this show if they pull it out here or the Peas might take a 3-2 lead. Hopefully we get some overtime hockey is what we're looking at. But it's
Dude,
interesting.
that's been another thing, dude, about this series has been the aggression that these two teams have shown. Oh, well, no, that's it. That's it. Florida just won. They just put another one in the net, 3-1.
No. Oh. Do they have it in them to come back and win too for the to go?
Why did I talk about it? Oh, God.
Yeah.
I don't know why I brought this up on the show. Oh, God. This is getting clipped.
It was happening anyway, a little deep down. You
Now
know.
it's brutal because I think that what's catching up to the Rangers here in Florida is obviously being able to just get it done on the road. These teams are tired, dude. They've gone to back to back to back overtime games. They've had 3 OT games. That wears on you, dude. Your
Yeah.
legs are getting tired. You're on the ice that long. And you're talking about the past 2 games went to almost full periods of OT.
Yeah.
Obviously yesterday, Florida or 2 days ago, Florida came back. They're now getting 2 back-to-back wins. This poor schmuck, this Rangers fan with his Rolex on, looks like he wants to
With his
jump off a
Rolex.
bridge. But
That was the one
whatever.
question I wanted to ask you. Why isn't New York getting behind this Rangers team as much as they were the Knicks? I get it's basketball and it's hockey. They're different levels,
The
but
Yanks, dude.
if you're if you're a big sports town like that, you should get behind a team that's actually really good.
It's the Yanks, man. When the Yanks are good, it sucks out all the energy from
You think
that
it's the
city.
Yanks being good? I don't
Yes,
hate that
yes.
take.
It's the Yanks, dude. When the Yanks are hot, nothing else matters to this city. Nothing
Yeah.
else matters. You could have Eli winning you a third Super Bowl, and if Jeter's stepping up to the plate, they tell him to sit down.
I don't hate that at all.
They tell him to sit down.
Yeah.
So that's the truth, man. That's the truth. And they are. They're good. I mean, dude, I got a great upcoming game here in June. Wednesday night game. O's Yankees in Yankee Stadium, prime time, 7 o'clock Wednesday night. I'm gonna go get a tremendous sandwich, go to try to clog the arteries up with the missus after finishing her school year. We're gonna go and hopefully I'm planning on wearing a bunch of O's
Oh,
gear. And if I get anything thrown at me, I'm going to tell those low rent fans they couldn't afford my rent to get back to watching the game. That's it.
clogging
That's
up the
it.
missus arteries. Jesus Christ.
That's it. Clogging up my arteries.
Oh,
My arteries.
with
I'm
the
going to be the
missus.
one, well, no, she'll be like, listen, you want to do that? And I'm going to be ordering a double chicken cutlet fried sandwich.
All right. Before we a quick last hockey observation here before we talk about those O's and the fightins. Connor McDavid, bro. I mean,
Yeah.
this is could be an am I dumb moment that we'll get to in a minute. That dude's crazy. I barely get I watch hockey. I'll watch the Flyers. I've watched one or two of these playoff games. I'm not telling you that I'm a big hockey guy, but sitting
Uh-huh.
down and watching that game the other night, this dude is outrageous. Just watching him on the ice. Like I texted the one guy from the Fanatic. I was like, "How do we get this McDavid guy on the Flyers?" Like, it's just it's different watching him move compared to these other guys.
Absolutely. And the Oilers are trying. I mean, listen, dude, Dallas has been Dallas. Talk about all Dallas teams like we've been saying. Philly teams have been on a run. There we go. There we go. Go, baby. 3-2. Let's go.
All right, they're
Let's
not
go,
dead
baby.
yet.
We're not dead yet. We got 49.7 seconds. We can force OT here, baby. Let's get it. Go Rangers. Um, Oilers they're fighting, dude. They're playing against one of the best teams in the NHL. Dallas is a down and dirty, will fight you in the trenches defensive team that's got some decent shooters, but where they beat you is on their defense. They wear you out and then they score on you. And the Oilers they're working, dude. And you're right, Connor McDavid's a workhorse. He's a workhorse. And when he's on the ice, dude, he'll throw somebody into the center of the stadium. He doesn't give a crap, dude.
Dude,
He's wild.
just the way the movement, the way he threw the pass off the goalie's pads, knowing it's gonna go right to
Yeah.
his guy on the like he's seeing everything on the field. Like you remember, like we would talk about a little bit. I don't know if you were down in North Carolina with us with T-Flay, but like you got players that see this tunnel vision.
Yep.
You want players that see this.
See
That's
the
a guy
floor.
that sees that. Like he
He
sees
sees the floor.
everything. So
Mm-hmm.
it's crazy. It's interesting. Hockey playoffs is intense. It's an awesome thing to watch. Hopefully, we can get you a game 7, Harry, if they don't try to get overtime here. But
Dude, I'm going to tell you something right now. There's a good chance that if the Rangers are in I will be in stadium. I will be on the
that's not a
ice.
bad move. That'd be a fun time.
Oh my God, it would be ridiculous.
Yeah. All right. Sounds good. Let's move on to a little bit here. A little baseball talk before we get to some Am I Dumb? And we're keeping this a shorter episode. Harry's battling through it over there. We got big days today. Well, when you're watching this today, but tomorrow for us. Dude, I'm working. I got midday shift. I got a Meet 10 event, and then I'm going to watch the Fightins tomorrow night. We're going to watch our boy Mike Ciani play for the Cardinals. Hopefully, he'll get out there tomorrow. The guy's an absolute stud from the 19038. Love you, Mike. Hope you play well, but not well enough. Might have to sprinkle him to hit a homer if he's in. That'd be kind of electric if he does happen. But we'll let you know. We can't tell Mike that we're doing it, obviously, for purposes, but it'll be interesting. But this Philly squad, last time we were on, if you were checking out BSP Media going to the game, best team in ball, still our best team in ball. They hit a little bit of a rut on a 2-series West Coast trip. They lost 2 series in a row. God forbid, the first time they've lost a series since April. It'll be okay. The first time they lost 2 games in a row since April, they'll be okay. Everybody's panicking. Harry, let me tell you something. You tell me. If you have people complaining about your number 6 hitter in right field If you got people complaining about whether your shortstop who's been banged up should play the outfield and have the backup shortstop play shortstop instead of your $300 million man,
Yep.
or you're complaining about your fifth starter in the rotation, or
Yep.
you're complaining about your third guy coming off the bench making too much money.
Yeah.
Are those tough things to
Like,
have?
not at all, dude.
Like
That's
what are we
that.
doing right now, guys? Like
It's
we're literally
ridiculous.
complaining about something just to complain about something.
Do you
Like,
have people calling into the station to bitch?
yes, bro, all the time. And I'm the
That's
one that has
crazy.
to hear it. I have to hear it all the time. I got a good one too. Well, I should have brought it up during NBA talk, but we'll get to it eventually, but closer to the NBA draft.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's so bad, man. It's so bad. This Phillies team is good. They're great. It's a long baseball season. It is. They're gonna lose a series. They're gonna lose two in a row.
Right.
God forbid they don't get swept, right? That's why they had a gritty win the other day out in San Fran. Got that 6-1 victory. This team is good. Everybody relax. They're gonna win a lot of baseball games. They're going through a rough patch, losing what, 3 of 6 or 4 of 6.
Yep.
It's going to be okay. Everything's going to be fine. The Phillies were beating up, oh, they're frauds, this and that. They can't. That's why everybody was hesitant on them. No, no, no. They're not frauds. You want to know why? Because when they faced the top 10 pitchers in ERA in baseball so far this year,
Tell
those
them, Trill.
combined ERA was like 1.83 for those
Tell them,
pitchers
Trill.
going into the game. You know what it was after they played the Phillies,
What,
Harry?
Trill?
6.83. 6 runs per game on that, on top 10 pitchers in the league so far this year. That's that courtesy of Dylan McKinnon. But this team is good, and they beat good players. They beat good pitchers. They don't go up to the top guys and get shut out like they have. Now they struggled the last couple of days scoring runs, but they bounced back yesterday, putting up a 6 spot. The bats are turning into June. They're gonna get hot. They're gonna go on a roll. Harper really hasn't gone on a run yet. Schwarber's starting to heat up, 2 homers in back-to-back games. You know it's Schwarber fest once it hits on Saturday. You know we
It's
got to be
scary.
betting that every single day. The system's coming back. Harper, Schwarber to go yard. Phillies money line or run line. That's the system. We're getting back on it.
Have
It
you been
almost hit
hitting?
the other day.
Have you been hitting?
What?
Have you been
Not
throwing
yet,
money?
but it's
Okay.
only the way I do it. You bet $5 every game. If it hits, it's a good 250 to 350 depending on the odds. So you hit once, you're chilling, big
Yeah.
chilling, And that's what happened during the postseason. I would bet it every game. I was up $1,000 because
No,
of it.
you did. Okay, the IRS, bro. This is YouTube. Let's hold it down. The
Well,
wins. I was thinking about
net,
when
it goes up, it goes down, blah, blah, blah.
right. Cover yourself, dog.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, I mean, listen, man, you're 100% right. The Phils are in. We're looking at the Phillies now over a 3-year stretch. We're looking at the World Series run. We're looking at the fall off. And now we're looking at this year. And the thing about the Phils right now is, can you keep that momentum? And I think that we would both say you've got the talent, you've got the material, you've got the people to keep it up. But the city's got to stand by you. And I think that, again, you guys always will. But the point kind of that you're making, dude, is you guys got to kind of know that you're in the good old days when you're in the good old days. You guys are in a
Yeah.
position where you're number one team in the league right now, dude. You're better than Baltimore. You're better than the Yankees. You're better than the Braves.
And
You're better than
everybody
every
wants
team
to
in the
act like
division.
they're one of the worst teams in the league. I'm like, what are we
Right.
doing here,
It's
people?
it's like people got to smarten up. I get it. I get it, man. I mean, listen, dude. We got to talk about also the Guardians kind of waking up. I want to get into them a little bit, but listen, man. Orioles are good, but people hate that they're number 2 right now behind the Yanks. It's only 3 games, but it sucks. And it's like, dude, give it time. We're only 50 some odd games into the season. You know what I'm saying? 60 games into the season.
You know
Like
what I'm saying?
there's 100 left to go. There's a long series left to go. We got all of summer. We got June, July, August. So it's like, let's relax, let's pull back, let's recognize that we're dominating and have it. And I think you guys will, but you're right, man. Sometimes we just fans get overzealous. They get
My
overzealous. That's a
my
vocab
biggest
word.
thing that I think for both of these teams, the Phillies and the Orioles, is both of these teams know they have the talent. They
Yep.
know they can get it done,
Yep.
and they're pissed off and they want to get it done now.
I would
Like they
agree.
they both had opportunities where they They let it. The Phillies should have won the World Series last year, and the players know it. They know it, and they wanted to win it. They knew they had to win that, and they came up short. Everybody in that lineup knew it. The O's knew that they had the best record in ball. They should have at least took a game or two, but they got swept.
Yep.
These teams are hungry, they're pissed off, they're good, and they know they can go and do this for a whole season now. And I think that's
Yep.
really going to elevate them through the rest of this season moving forward, where you're not going to get those big drop offs because they're like, hey, fellas, we're better than this. We're better than everybody else out there. Let's go out and do it, because you can look up and down that lineup when you can have a guys like a Mundo Sosa come in off the bench for a month when Trey Turner's banged up and produce for you. When you got guys like my boy Cody Clemens come in, Cody deserves a spot and produce for you. Uh, this team is deep. They're ready to go. They're pissed off. They're gonna go for it. They're gonna be fine, everybody. And I'm gonna have an absolute blast again tomorrow night at the ballpark. Hopefully Mike hits a homer, makes us some money, but the Phillies still win.
My question is, dude, what games do you have left, and when am I getting the invite?
No, dude, just hit me up. Whatever you want to do, we'll figure it out. I'm
We gotta
there.
put.
It's great. I was telling you off camera, my friends and I have made the greatest investments of our lives
Yeah.
the last 2 seasons. We really have. $500 for 17 games plus first dibs for playoff tickets, where it's $27 a ticket. You can't get a seat,
No.
standing room, for less than $50 plus the fees and all this other stuff right
Yeah.
now. If I
Yep.
wanted to be smart with it and sell some every once in a while, sure, but I don't care about that. I'm not there to make money. I'm
You're
there
there
to
for the love of
enjoy
the
the
city.
experience. I'm there
Yeah.
for the team. I'm there to be a part of this, to be a part of the best team in baseball.
Can
And
I
it's
just
so
say
much
something?
fun being there every other week. And that's why it's the best thing I've ever done in my life so far. It
We
just is.
we both just sounded like those guys. We both simultaneously said we're there for the team.
Yeah.
And that is like, when guys say that, that means you're at a low point, bro. When
Dude,
you go,
I'm ready.
I'm
I'm
there
ready
for
to
the
go out there
team.
and play if they need me.
Yeah, I
I'm ready
know.
to sit in the dugout, be a hype man, give Bryce a pat on the ass. You got this. He was a little bit in his feels the other day. Bryce, keep your head up, kid. You're good. You're good, kid. Come on, Skip. Get out there. I could be an ultimate vibes guy in that dugout. Look at this shirt. You're telling me this shirt, this haircut, give me a zin or two. I'll get some tobacco in the boys, get them going. Some beers after the game.
What do you think is more hype up, like for the boys type on the sideline? Is it a baseball dugout, or is it a football college sideline?
It's a good question. There's nothing better when the boys are jumping over the railing after they see a bomb go off,
Yeah, that's true.
It's pretty electric. Like, you watch some of these Bryce Harper playoff home runs or the Reese Hoskins bat spike
Yeah,
against
yeah,
the
yeah.
Braves 2 years ago, and you watch that dugout go absolutely insane. Forget the beer bongs that the O's do, but that just pure, like, holy
Yeah.
crap. We know he's gonna do it, and he just did it. That's on another level.
Listen, dude, nothing looks cooler than playing baseball. That's the truth. Nothing like, genuinely, you're at that, your chains are swinging. You've got one, you
Everything's a
got
pose, all the
everything's a
movements
pose.
are a
Yes.
still shot dream.
Yep. 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 That's right.
You're
An
standing out there
IG
at
Q9.
shortstop. You're like, you got the little bit of the lip in, you got the glasses on, you get bit down, your
You
calves are
got
popping because you're on your toes a little bit.
you got
The
seven
pants are
different
tight enough that you can kind of see the bulge. Like,
you got seven different types of glasses in that locker room.
yeah.
In your locker alone, you're switching them out per inning. You got green shades, yellow shades, orange shades.
Wristbands, the different gloves
Absolutely.
you got, the cleats. You got the Fanatic
Absolutely.
the one day, you got the iHeart ALS or whoops. We fight for ALS cleats the other day. I don't know. We're
First of
going off
all,
the rails here.
saying whoops is crazy. Let's make that clear. All right. Let's close the lights, dude. Let's
Well,
close the lights.
I think it's a good way to
That
transition
might be
off.
your am I dumb right there.
Yeah, yeah. Well, sometimes it happens. It's been a long day. It's been a long
It
week. Been
has.
working a lot. It's been a lot of fun. Been grinding in the cornhole grind, of course. And yesterday was the first day. Make sure you go check out the videos, of course, at BSP Media, TikTok. Follow us on Instagram, Cold One Conversations, obviously. Posting clips all the time. Thanks to the boy Kieran out there. But Yeah, Harry, am I dumb for grinding for 27 days straight for the first day of my league play at the VFW around the corner from the house? And
I mean,
I go 1-7 on the day. It's tough.
that's a
I
bad. It's a
played
bad
super
look.
well. I swear to God, I played pretty damn well. But you have a different partner every single game, and I mean, nice people, decent players, but it was tough sledding. It was tough sledding trying to carry some weight, And I'm a good player, and I was kind of getting in my head a little bit that I had to kind of carry, and that's why I kind of cracked open a beer or two to kind of relax myself a little bit out there.
Sure.
And the final game, I put the team on the back. I was 0 for 7. I was not about to go 0 for 8. I put 4 in the hole for the win, and I was amped. But am I dumb for putting all this work in to go 1 for 7? It's the start though. It's just the beginning of the season.
Dude, listen, you're locked in. When you're throwing on the bags, what do they say? They say you got to play indoors. They say you got to play outdoors. They say you got to play next to the man you never met and your best friend that stands by you through thick and thin. That's what they say during a bag toss. You're doing that. You're coming up short. You got to wake up. You got to deliver. This is not a game. This is life.
In his life.
So
I'm not
step
going
up.
pro like that.
Do you
That's
have
not gonna
pro
cut it.
bags? Do you have pro bags?
Yeah, I bought some nice ones.
How
They're
much were they,
ACL.
dude? Because they can get up there.
Dude, you don't
Pro bag
disclose,
Pro
but
bags can be real deal
yeah,
like
they're like
expense.
70, $75
They
for
can be like,
four.
yeah, a
For
tax write off. They can be
Yeah.
a tax write off.
Oh, facts. Oh, you're
Yeah.
so right. I'm making content with it.
Yeah, they can totally be a tax write off.
Oh, yeah,
Yes.
that's actually one of the smartest things we've ever done.
Yep. Yep. That's what I'm
Wow.
saying, bro.
And
All
if
right,
I
my
and if I buy
God,
more too, wow. That's huge.
that's what I'm
Huge.
saying, bro. I'm always giving it to you. I'm watching those finance videos for a reason. My am I dumb? My am I dumb?
Nothing from the birthday weekend. You didn't have too many polars.
No, I mean, I ate ice cream like a little kid enough to make my stomach hurt. I had a little baby tummy ache, and I threw up. So I
No
ate,
way.
yeah, I ate enough ice cream to throw up. So I'll talk about my am I dumb.
Oh
So
my
I've been
God.
doing, ladies and gentlemen, we took off, the social media. We've been doing 75 hard, all this and that, and for my birthday, I said, I'm having what I want. And what do I want? I want loaded beyond belief ice cream. Now, when somebody asks me, Harry, what does that mean? Are you doing a simple 1-2 scoop vanilla? Ladies and gentlemen, we're talking about getting an ice cream that already has toppings before you order the toppings. We're talking about an ice cream that's got chocolate mousse in it, cereal in it.
You are a
Uh,
big sweets guy.
like discuss. No, I'm not. But I
You're a
am
big
when I am when it comes to the ice cream. The guy goes, "Do we want to make it a double?" I looked at him. I go, "Make it a triple." And he said, "By all means, sir." And he threw on three. I ate it all in under 5 minutes, and I yoked within 5 minutes after that. So that's my am I dumb.
Did it taste better on the way down or up?
I thought about being a dog and eating it after again,
Yeah,
so we'll see. It still looked alive.
that's good.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. Thank you for listening. A little shorter of an episode. Keep it quick, concise. Let us know what you think. Let us know what am I dumb. Let us know if you tailed that Boston Mavs pick that I let out there. All right. And we're all giving Harry good vibes as the Peas take the 3-2 lead. Maybe the Rangers can come back and get it done for him here. But thank you, everybody, for listening. Hit the subscribe button. Go follow us on Instagram. Go check out BSP Media for more cornhole content. And hit me up if you're going to the Phillies game. I'll be there for sure. Harry's going to have to come up. We're down
Yep.
now, I guess, technically. We'll have to go to a game for sure. But shout out to 215. Go Birds, baby.
Go Raven, go O's. Okay, we're back. We're back. I am so glad I remembered this. So listen, dude, I'm living in the epicenter now of where Dave reviews outside of Connecticut. And I had to throw this into the show. I know that we always end the show, we're coming back. We might even take this and put it at the beginning of the show. I went to Dave's brand new 8-3 in Morristown. And I gotta tell you something. I have gotten so good at watching him now that I can call it. I can call the score within a decimal point of below or on when he's going to score it. He gave this place in my. I'm not gonna air him out, but he gave this place an 8-3. You can look it up on the app and figure it out. They charged me for over the birthday weekend, over the Memorial Day weekend. That's right, the birthday weekend. They charged me $50 for a large pizza and a salad.
What?
$50
That's insane.
for a large pizza and a salad.
$50?
Trill. When I tell you that I ordered a Caesar salad, I'm thinking to myself, this is
Why are
coming
you
loaded
getting a
with
Caesar
chicken.
salad with a
Because,
pizza?
because we were opening it for the table. And I thought it was going to be loaded with chicken, cheese, whatever else we need. When I tell you that this $15 Caesar salad, let me remind you, one $5 Caesar salad was Wegman bagged romaine and breadcrumbs. I'm telling you, it was Wegman bag romaine with breadcrumbs for $15.
Is that with tip?
That was with
50?
the $7 tip, so $43.
That's still absurd.
$43 for a large pie. For a large pie.
Dude, I
And a
mean, I went
$15
to
salad.
if you're following me on Instagram, you would have saw I went to Angelo's the other day before a
Yep.
Phillies game. Got a
Yep.
cheesesteak. I didn't get the pizza. That's one of the highest pizzas he's ever done with Angelo's
Ever done.
Pizzeria in
Ever.
South Philadelphia. I didn't even touch the pizza, but their price is very reasonable. I
Yep.
got a cheesesteak and a soda for $16, tipped them the 4, called it a 20, called it a day. You know, and
So
it was a fantastic cheesesteak too. Top
let me
notch. It was worth the hype.
let
And then
me
I was looking
put
at
you
the
on
pizzas. The
though.
pizzas were like $18, I think, for a pie. Like, you can't
Doug,
beat that for one of the best in the area, one of the best in the country, the nation, the world. And you're going to this crappy ass place for $50?
listen to me. And he gave this place an 8-3. Now let me make something clear to
Was
you
it
though.
worth the 8-3 at least?
Not at all. Not at all.
Oh.
This is what's scary. In the middle of the pandemic, he went to another place in my town. I'm going to shout them out. Nona's. He gave them a 7-7. Trill, I went in there for a slice. They're a slice shop. They do the pie. They got the slices. They're original. They hold it down. You go in there, you see the slices. I hit the guy. I say, give me the marguerite. He throws one slice in there. When I tell you that slice was the real 8-3, and I'm going to tell you why before you go.
After we're sitting too.
One of his top 10 reviews is Delucia. Delucia in Raritan, the pride of Raritan, in Raritan, New Jersey. Got a 9-4. It's the best slice of pizza I've ever had. I've had it a few times. When I tell you that known as the 7-7's crisp was on par with Delucia's, and that the 8-3 supposedly that I had could not compare to the other two, I don't know where the scoring came from. I think he gave him an 8 just out of their story. The guy came out in the black leather jacket. He's talking about how much he loves Dave. I think Dave let it get to his head.
Definitely, for sure. And I told you how me and the boys stopped in New Haven, Connecticut, at the one place that's like his top 5.
You did.
And that was delicious.
Where was that? Which one did you go to? Because there's a bunch there. He's got about 7 in there that are all killers.
There's 2 that are next to each other that are like the
You
big.
can't when you walk into Connecticut, you're walking into top 5 NBA ring territory.
Dude,
You're walking into
Philadelphia's right up
killers.
there too. I'm not gonna lie.
Philly's got good pie, but it ain't New Haven.
No, New Haven, it was very good. And I will say it was very good pizza. I'm trying to find it right now. But like just like your ice cream, I had an upset tummy from eating too much.
Yeah,
We
dude,
got,
you gotta
it was after Henry's wedding. We're on our way back. The tummy was no good, a little hungover. I might have went down the alley and it came up.
And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we ended on 2 throw-up stories.
A little bonus pizza reviews and cheesesteak reviews.
We love
Angelo's
ya.
very much worth it. This other spot doesn't sound like it though.
Go to Delucia's, go to Nona's. Hold it down.
Peace.